Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. And then Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And for their matchup with the Hawks, it's the 8th time they'll take the court in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
And the Milwaukee starting 5. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lillard can't get that one to fall. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
It's always a marquee matchup on the schedule. I think it's going to be another fun set of games between them this year.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Brown against Kuzma. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. To the paint. And the jam by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
For 3, here's Lillard. He drops it from range.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. And let's use this time to take a look at the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
Pass to Porzingis. Good on the bucket.
Those assist numbers from Brown have continued to creep up.
Now Antetokounmpo. Horford covering. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Antetokounmpo, a screen on White. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Lillard outside. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the layup. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish? Wow.
Holiday from long range. Rebound, Milwaukee. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
If you want to talk about a high-value veteran, Al Horford is your guy. I mean, he's been around the block and has a ton of wisdom to share with younger guys.
Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
And the Celtics making a change here. Cornette's checked in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Horford. Goes up on the wing. Here's Hauser. Gets the 3 to fall. Hauser's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Holiday. Throws it up the feed. The jam. Giannis.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
1:51 left in the first half. Outside Holiday. All alone. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Holiday. And Lillard, here we go. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor. Putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
Antetokounmpo, pass to Lillard. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Outside White. 4 on the clock. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 4. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Brown. Brown with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
White, good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And it's good. Well, hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay.
To review previous plays.
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Welcome in for halftime.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. And now let's... Thanks for tuning in. Now we have...
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Portis in at the small forward position. Here's Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Brown for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And the 2024 NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. RJ capturing banner number 18.
Yeah, the most titles in NBA history, breaking that tie that they had with the Lakers. And trust me, that one stings a little bit for them. Somehow they're going to have to make room for another one of those banners up in the rafters.
And he can't get the first one. And RJ, looking back at the in-game flopping penalties introduced last season, how do you think they worked?
Well, I didn't see many that were actually called, but as they say, it's always good to have a rule implemented in case you need it, or so I'm told.
And Giannis will just about do anything to...
Off the lob, Jayson Tatum.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they're trailing in this ball game.
And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Tatum drills the three.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Hey, get up, Dave. Mr. Lillard taking flight.
Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Portis against Brown. 6 to shoot. And Brown rising high for the finish.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Three-pointer goes up, three-pointer goes down for White.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
A shot by Lillard, no good. Brown passes to Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 9 points.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Here's Brown. 6 points for him. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics.
All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. In the third spot, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers, and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Horford finds Brown. Poke loose. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Trent from long range. That shot off. Celtics lead by 13. Holiday with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. And Holiday powers it home.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Shoots from the line. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. Portis, the pass to Lillard. From the arc. Yes, sir! You can count on Dave from deep. And so it's Boston now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Hauser in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Milwaukee ball.
The Bucks trail by 12. Now Lillard. Lopez, the screen. The shot. And it's Cornett with a rebound. Boston's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent. A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Cornett. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. White, he's checked in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday.
Milwaukee foul. Bobby Portis. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Lillard. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size, rock the rim.
Antetokounmpo. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal
That one on
foul.
Tatum.
First team foul. At the line for the Bucks.
That free throw no good.
Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
There's Tatum with the 3. Connects from downtown. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Here's Brown. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Giannis with the rebound. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Lillard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
It's amazing to come to the arena every night just to see what Lillard's going to do.
Launches a 3. Lillard takes it right to the rack.
Fast break creates the open look. He drills it with confidence.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by Trent.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
There's Tatum with the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Lillard. And Porzingis with the block. And he recovers it. Let's watch Dame here. Goes back up. Again, the miss by Lillard. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Oh, and a fast Fast break for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo, that's good. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
Outside, Brown. Shot from the top of the key. And that one's good. Porzingis.
That's why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis is a 3-level scorer at 7'2". That's a problem.
For three, here's Lillard. Lillard can't get that one to fall.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pritchard, no good. Here's Milwaukee. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's in there.
Not just a score. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Lillard. So we see the Celtics get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, let's